I had like a 3-foot confetti cannon that I just exploded, and everybody turned around, and I was just like, hey, we're about to eat some hot stuff. So anyway, man, excuse me. We are live. Welcome to another episode of the Reseller Unhinged podcast. I am your humble host, Chris, aka Flip the World, and we have, as always, Mike, aka Jiggly Thrift. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
If you are not following on Instagram, I just went live on Instagram and did the Puka one chip challenge. And to level up a little bit, I didn't drink anything for about 20 minutes. The entire time I was on there, I poured ghost pepper sauce all over the chip. And then at the end, I added more ghost pepper directly to my tongue. My stomach is in knots, and I got my Selena cup with some Fresca, and I'm feeling good.
Fresca. Okay. I didn't see you put more hot sauce on your tongue at the end.
You have to watch the end, dude. I put like a quarter size directly on the tongue. So I officially crushed it.
You did. I looked everywhere for those things. I was like, they can't sell them in stores.
They do, actually. Gas stations sell them. Some gas stations. Well, here some gas stations sell them. We have a hot sauce store here called iBurn, which is where I got the stuff for FlipCon.
Yeah.
That guy specializes in he's like, you tell me how bad you want it and I'll get it. So for next year, I'm going to go there and get some crazy stuff. Crazier than what I've done already. But, like I said, the easiest and cheapest way to do it. I literally got this idea to do this last night. I got on Amazon. They're like $7 free shipping, overnight shipping if you have Prime. And it was delivered today at like 2:00. So.
And your chip wasn't broken. I see a lot of people.
My chip wasn't broken.
But you got a complete chip.
It came in a huge box. This was in a shoe box. I was like, that's dumb, but whatever. It got here. So shout out Bezos, and I hate you too. So what's up, man? What's up, everybody in chat? I just want to say I see you. What's up, Devin and Score with Leo? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Yeah, the chip sucked, man. It really sucked. My stomach hurts, but that's the price of admission for, I don't know, online idiocracy.
Does it say what makes your tongue blue from the chip? That's what confused me the most.
It says turned your tongue blue.
But why?
I think it's just a gimmick, probably.
Oh.
But yes, someone did ask if it had milk powder. It does not. These are vegan. And if it wasn't vegan, then I would have eaten it anyway, just because I already said I would, and then I would have just dealt with the ramifications of pooping my brains out more than I'm already going to. Whatnot's been doing really well for me at the bins. I'm going to be doing one live tomorrow. But I also have American Arbitrage and Lady Arbitrage are going to be passing through Houston. So I am trying to link up with them. They've been doing a thrift around the country. They stopped and, met them at FlipCon, and they're going to be passing through Houston. So I'm going to try and link up with them, but we are going live from the bins tomorrow as well. It's doing much better than when I was doing it at the house doing shoes. Because I just hold stuff up, and if people bid on it, great. And if they don't, I throw that shit right back into the bin.
You can't beat that. You just come up with different ideas like every week, and they just keep getting better and better.
Because, man, again, I say this all the time. I got to the point in my life where I had to start doing things to anything that I could do to not have a boss, I will do. So if that means getting a hairy tornado tattoo so it can go viral on YouTube, so YouTube will give me more money, I'll do it. If that means eating a chip on Instagram for somebody to see it and be like, oh, I want to support this guy, I'm going to buy a t-shirt, or I'm going to buy one of his reseller boxes, then I'm going to do it.
But like last week, you talking about Whatnot compared to this week, 2 weeks ago, I guess. So yeah, 2 weeks ago, and you went away on vacation in between that, and you've just totally switched up how you do Whatnot since then. You went to doing the vintage shirts, and now you're doing it at the bins. It's just crazy.
I think part of the hold on, sorry. If I'm not the type of person to complain about something without at least giving it my full effort. And I felt like I wasn't giving Whatnot a full effort. because I was only selling new shoes. And so to complain about something that I was in charge of, I didn't like how the shoes were selling, but I was also the one that was starting them at $1 when I know that I paid $25. So I was the one that was messing it up. Now, yes, they have horrible tech problems still, and I'll still scream that from the mountaintops that they need to invest more money in the tech. But I didn't give it a fair shake. So I was like, I need to fix me. So how can I fix me? If I don't like selling stuff that has a high buy cost, I should sell stuff that has a low buy cost. And what has a lower buy cost than free from the bins? So that's where I did it. And a lot of people were like, man, this is crazy because my bins won't let me film. I can't believe they're letting you do this. And part of the reason is like, A, they know me. And then 2, I just go there and I get a bunch of stuff and then I go in the back corner and it doesn't look like I'm doing whatnot. I'm not loud. I'm not, I'm just holding it up. They don't know what I'm doing. I mean, obviously they do now, but they haven't said anything. So, and it's working out great. So far, every time we've done a whatnot, everything that we sell for the whatnot covers the entire haul. So like last time I sold 29 items, but we ended up buying 80. So all those additional items after 29 were for us to list. So now I have.
And you make a reseller box out of it.
Yeah, which I make a reseller box and I still list like 15 to 20 things. So we're going to try to start doing it 3 times a week. What's up, Joe? Hey, Chris and Mike. How's it going? It's going pretty good. If you didn't watch Instagram, go watch it because I left the video up. I did this. I was live on Instagram. I did the 1 chip challenge. I added a bunch of ghost pepper sauce to it. That video is on Instagram right now. I was live on Instagram before I came to tonight's show. A Royal Squirrel, what's going on? I saw all over the internet that she was at FlipCon, but dude, I got there and I just kind of like turned into a wallflower. I got real nervous. Like I walked into the ballroom and there was so many freaking people that I literally turned around and went back to my room. I was like, I can't do it, which is so weird for someone like me, just speaking as myself. But I was just like, nope. And then Baldy Pal saw me and I was like, okay, I know one person. And then I saw Flippy McFlipperson. I was like, okay, I got 2 people. And then I met Nando, Tattoo Reseller. And I was like, okay, I got a small group. And then I met Dalton, and Dalton's been to Houston before. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to cling myself to Dalton. And wherever he goes, I'm going to go and act like a little lost puppy. And that's what I did. And then finally I opened up and got to be me a little bit more. I'm feeling horrible. My cheeks still burn. My stomach is doing backflips, but I got some Fresca and I'll live. Stacy in the chat as always with the black heart. Don't know what that's all about.
That was supposed to be red.
It was supposed to be red. Looks like she just got herself some Benihana delivered. I'm sorry, what? What was that? You got some Benihana delivered? Was that the ultimate trio? With 3 kinds of dead animal?
What's Benihana?
Benihana. It's on The Office. Remember they go to Benihana? It's like the Asian place where they chop the food up.
Oh yeah. I didn't know that was.
What time will you be at the bins? I want to be there. I got the gym in the morning, so usually we go to mid-morning to afternoon.
You doing all right?
I'm all right. It's in the back of my throat, so I'm trying not to die. Let me see. Yes, good stuff from the bins. Thank you. I mean, I enjoy it. It's weird because I don't know what people want, so I'm just getting stuff that we would resell, and then I find some random things too, and hoping that people would like it. There you go. Exactly. Yeah.
How long does it take once you apply for Whatnot? Because I keep going on Whatnot, and I'm like, maybe I should apply to sell. I have like a ton of. I'll send you a referral link, not because I want the money, but because if you're referred to be a seller from someone who sells on there, it speeds up the application versus you just applying automatically. Okay.
And then basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to show that you have an abundance of inventory. So, I can send you some pictures of my warehouse and you can act like it's yours just so we can get you approved on there. You should go live on YouTube during the Whatnot Live on one of these times, have a banner directing into the auction. The problem is I'm doing it all on my phone. And Stacy's usually outsourcing with her phone. So I would literally, that's when I think I would going to get caught and kicked out if I like go in there with a laptop and like set up a DJ booth in the corner like I was a fucking, like the DJ. Just, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, we have Cinnamon. You know. What's up, guys? Love the content. Thank you so much. What's up, Marcus?
Marcus.
Oh yeah, dude. Excuse me so much. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, did Jiggly get a haircut? Everybody wants to know, man. Did you just put it back? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I just got it back.
Dude, I don't know what the hell I'm doing with my hair. I just kind of I don't know.
It's flowing really nice. I had to leave a comment on your live. I'm like, man, it's just flowing back so nice, like so effortlessly.
I don't do anything with this until Stacy's like, you should do something about that. And then I do something about it. But this, nothing. We don't do anything. But the hair, she'll usually tell me, she's like, you should probably get a haircut. And then I just get one. How did you like Charlotte? So my sister lives in Charlotte. I grew up in North Carolina. I'm not really a fan of Charlotte, but it was nice. I mean, I just stayed at the hotel. One of the coolest experiences of FlipCon was actually not a FlipCon experience, but it was, if that makes any sense. So they had taken the coffee because they had these carafes of Starbucks coffee, and around like 1 o'clock, they took them back, and then they replaced it just with water. And Adine, Hustling Hooks, and I, we were looking for coffee, and we couldn't find any. So he was just like, hey, let's just walk to the gas station and get some coffee. So walking with him and shooting the shit and getting a coffee and just like talking and literally networking, which is what the whole thing of this event was, and talking about how they're scaling and ways that I can improve my scaling and things like that. I mean, to me, that was like worth the price of admission. I got to speak with Daily Refinement, like one-on-one for like, 5-10 minutes, which was really cool. He recognized that we had done a video together, and he had said that he wanted to do some more collab work. So that's awesome. And then I got to pick his brain about Whatnot because he's huge on there as far as what he's doing. Obviously I got Harry Tornado to come to my room and tattoo me or do a video with him. That alone was awesome. I got to hang out and talk with Reezy Resells, and he started following me. So now I can just die. Cause I don't know, man. It was worth it to me. I met a bunch of cool people. I talked about, we all picked each other's brain and learned a bunch of different stuff. And it was good to see, like, in real life, like these people that are just pixels in our lives, in person, like walk around and punch them on the chest and be like button. I like you. Hi.
Who was your favorite person you met? Not like reseller, like, oh, I admire their work, reselling, like person. Like, who is your favorite person you met?
That I met there?
Yeah.
It was a little 12-year-old kid named Tucker. He's a reseller.
I saw him today.
He walked up to me while I was just talking with Dalton and Matt Easy and them. I was wearing a Power Trip shirt, and he was walking past me with his dad, and he stopped and he looked at me. He goes, you got the coolest shirt at FlipCon. And I was like, my dude. I don't know. It just made my day, man. And then to find out that it wasn't, that his dad's not the reseller, that he is the reseller, was really awesome. And then he bought someone's freaking Amazon store out.
Yeah.
12 years old, already making boss moves like that. It was really cool. It was a really cool kid. And again, he told me I had the best shirt there. So, I'm going to pick him.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Charlotte was cool though. The hotel's really nice. Airport was cool. I don't have any issues. It was great. And they sell confetti cannons at Walmart. So I had a bunch of those and I got to bust them off. So they don't sell those here. Cajun Monkey. This is Cajun Monkey. Buy like 20 things from me on my last Whatnot from the bins.
Now, how are they going? Is it like what, like the stuff you sell from the bins? Like, how has that been selling? I haven't got to catch any of those lives yet.
So, I mean, I start everything at like $1, unless it's something that weighs a little bit, because I still have to pay for it. Mm-hmm. So our bins are $2.19 a pound until you hit 50 pounds, and then it goes to $1.79. So I know we're going to hit 50 pounds. So I try to price my stuff around $1 to $2 start. So at least I'm not in the hole right out the gate. Mm-hmm. There are some things, like I had this this like bronze Buddha that I just thought was really cool.
Yeah.
To find one that's not broken at the bin. So I started that, I think, at like 10 because it was kind of heavy, but nobody bought it, so I threw it back.
Yeah.
Like Devin said, a Pokemon plush was my highest item. It went for like $11, I think. It was like purple demon plush looking thing. I don't know.
Gengar, maybe? Yeah.
Oh, dude, I have no idea. Ganon? Ganog? I don't know.
Gengar.
There you go. It went for like $11 plus shipping. So yeah, so see, there you go. Took it about 6 months without a referral. So if you do want to sell on Whatnot, if you do want to sell on Whatnot, shoot me a DM. I will send you a link that says when you apply, it says, Flip the World thinks you'd be great for Whatnot, and they get, that way it kind of bumps you up. Of course, I get something if it sells. If you do get applied, but make sure you have good photos of like a large amount of inventory because they want to see that you have a lot of stuff to bring to the table. Obviously, I'm one of the few people doing it live from the bins. I imagine that's going to grow. And eventually I'm basically the snake biting his own tail because it's a great concept and it's going to work for me for now. But I think if more people start doing it, they're going to cut down on it. And I'm shooting myself in the foot, but I'm going to ride it till the wheels fall. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Ride it till the wheels fall off. And if you saw my snot on Instagram during the hot one, I'm so sorry. Like I bent over to show you guys the tattoo and it just all came out. And I was like, well, we're just going to ride with it. It was disgusting.
Did you
I
like
probably
it?
won't be able to go back and watch that video. Yeah, except for the two vintage kids that decided to get behind me on the couch and like talk about this stupid starter jacket that they found on my live for like 15 minutes. So annoying. Reezy. Well, I think it's cool because Reezy like is one of the only like in the reselling community and on YouTube, like he's actually been on Gary Vee's show. Like that's kind of huge. So to be able to pick someone that Gary thought was worthy of being on his show is kind of cool to be around and talk to. And then just like he was also really cool and talked about skateboarding a lot, which as a fat dude, I've never done. Yeah, Tucker was the man. Exactly. I think he's 12. Tucker's 12. It was really cool. What's up, Eric? If you didn't catch the live on Instagram, man, go back and watch that video. I will tell you there's a lot of snot towards the end, so watch yourself on that. Yeah, I think next year he's already said they're going to have one. I think I can't express enough how much value you will get out of it. Like you will get a lot of value, if not just from meeting these people, like literally having one-on-one conversations with people that probably would charge you like $200 to $500 for a private consultation, and them just be like drinking a beer, like like Chris Daily Refinement drinking a beer and like having a conversation with me and not being like as robotic as he is on his videos and like cussing. Priceless. I saw him in a different light, like I was like, whoa, curse words? This is awesome. So it was really cool. And again, I really wanted to pick his brain about Whatnot because I think he's like in the wholesale space. He's using it as, to make money. It's, not really, his channel's not really entertaining, but he's just moving through like 250 pieces a day, 7 days a week. That alone is just, even if you're making $3, his buy cost is $1. He's like, doubling his money. He's making like $500 a day. If not,
have they talked about moving like FlipCon around at all, or is it going to be like the same place every time?
I think if Harry's going to be the host, it'll probably be in the same spot. Which, to be honest, in my opinion, coming from Texas to Charlotte, and I think everywhere else from everyone else I talked about, you can fly into Charlotte really cheap. It's not like a huge major city that, like, if they had it in a huge city like Detroit, like Chicago, or if they had it in Houston, or LA, like to fly to these places costs a lot more. You want to fly into Charlotte, it's pretty cheap. So it makes it a little bit, it makes it a lot more convenient. And plus, I think for people on the East Coast, it's easier to drive.
Yeah. That's my thing. I wanted to be there so bad. Like this
I had a ticket for you. I just needed you there.
I know.
I told, because Stacy couldn't go because babysitter issues and school started. But I told her, I was like, hey, I'm gonna see if Jiggly wants to come. I was like, man, should I tell him I got a double room? He can bunk up with me. I was like, no, he'll jump in his car and start driving right now if I tell him.
That's my thing. I'm like, I don't even know if my car would make it across the Pennsylvania state line. I'm like, there's no way I'm driving 12 hours. And I couldn't get, I couldn't fly. You texted me like 24 hours before it was starting.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know.
Like, oh, thanks for the quick 24-hour turn. I mean, you know.
But no, I mean, like that. I had plenty of notice. If I, you know, I could have made arrangements to get there, and I should have. I was like following that, like everything on Instagram. I'm like, I can't believe I'm seeing these people together. You know.
That's another thing is like people were like, yo, where's all the FlipCon content for Wednesday? And like I checked into the hotel, I went up to the room and put my stuff up, and I came down like for the meet and greet. Everybody's in the lobby or the ballroom, and nobody has their GoPro. Nobody has their phone out. Everybody's like normal. And so I was like, okay, so there's not going to be a lot of social media stuff today. This is literally just a hangout. So then and while I'm being a wallflower, not talking to anybody, I'm looking on Instagram and nobody's talking about it. And I'm like, man, somebody should probably do something.
Yeah.
But it was awesome, man. It was cool that everybody, like, without anyone saying anything, everyone respected, like, hey, for the meet and greet, let's all just meet each other. And then the next day, everybody had their GoPros out and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is that, what is it, Boss Reseller Remix in Vegas. It seems a little different. And again, I shouted it out. Dante has his convention in October. Is it October? Yeah, October 9th in Greenville, South Carolina. I was talking to Stacy. I was like, hey, it's just a one-day thing on the weekend. Maybe we could drive there and make it happen or something, but we'll see. I just enjoy, kind of like being on lives. I enjoy engaging with people and unloading my madness upon the world. The back of my head is still pulsing. Like I'm good up front. My nose burns a little bit, but the back of my head is like going. Woo, 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 woo.
I'm happy I didn't find one of those chips. Then I'm
gonna send you one now. I'm gonna because I have something to send you. I'm gonna buy one and I'm just gonna put it in there and send it to you. You don't have to go live. I just want to see. You can just make a video of you eating it and send it to me. I'll keep it for my personal collection. I've always said there needs to be some kind of reseller thing in Houston because we're the largest, freaking state and we have the most bins and it would be really fun. I don't know. I think people are scared of coming to Houston.
Everyone should come up here. We have like 3 whole Goodwills up here. It's like
have
a church
like 3 good days of the year for weather.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're getting ready to head. I was just at the poll tonight and I'm like, man, next month it's going to be the fall, which is like the start of 40-degree weather, and then it's just going to be winter for like 9 months, and it never goes away.
I said, plus the hotel is like 2 miles from the airport. Yeah, that was cool. Like literally my flight Friday morning. Again, this was why it was horrible to do the hot sauce thing at FlipCon. We did the hot sauce at 9:00 on Thursday night, right at in the middle of the luau party. And then afterwards, everybody, the bar stayed open until like 1 or something. Everybody hung out and there was like poker being played and good times. And then my flight was at 5:00 in the morning. So I had to leave the hotel at 3 a.m. to get to the airport. So I just stayed up and just dealt with the heartburn and the horribleness and FaceTime Stacy and was just like, I'm so stupid. Why did you let me do that? This is the dumbest thing I've ever done. I can't touch anything. It all burns. Even if I tried to go to sleep, it was just like burning and I'd be like, oh. So then it was fun. Yeah, good times. Just horrible planning as far as I should have taken a later flight, but I had to get back.
I didn't know there was alcohol involved. Was anyone getting like
oh my goodness, man. What happens at FlipCon stays at FlipCon. No, yeah. So there were some people getting right. That's all I'll say. I don't drink, so yeah. I gave Adine my drink tickets. I was like, here, man, have fun. He's 20 feet tall. He's like Andre the Giant. He could drink like 400 beers and not get drunk. So I gave him my drink tickets. But it was I didn't see anybody like throwing up, getting sloppy, but there was definitely some fun going on. The first time I met Kevin Commonwealth Picker, he was at the bar and he just came over and he goes, I gotta talk to you. And then he just walked off. And I was like, what? It was the best. Like, this is awesome. I was talking to somebody and he walked up and he did that and he walked by and I was like, I was Kevin Commonwealth Picker. Like, apparently he wants to talk to me. It was cool because he wanted to talk to me about possibly being on the Trash to Cash podcast. So
I'm not going to say I catch my girlfriend watching, but she's always watching the American Arbitrage on YouTube. He is the funniest person on YouTube. He just
he almost has 1 million followers on TikTok. It's insane.
Yeah.
He's been helping me a little bit too, as far as like what I should be working on.
Mm-hmm.
Which I kind of fell off the reels because I was concentrating on FlipCon and everything like that. So I'm going to try to get back on with that. There's a half day eBay open in Los Angeles. Yeah, there's also an eBay open in Austin. All the eBay opens are sold out this year already, because there's going to be one in Austin as well. Yes, ma'am. Very nice meeting everybody at the convention. Houston would be Ben's Con, because we have 6 bins. We could do it all in a day. That would be amazing. Finally caught up with the chat. I touched my nose again. I washed my hands before. As soon as I finished the Instagram, I went and washed my hands a bunch of times. Put some peanut butter on my tongue, because the fat from the peanut butter neutralizes the heat immediately. BenCon sounds amazing. The problem is I don't want to be the one to set it up, because it's a lot of work. I used to do music festivals and shows, and it is a lot of work. Even when I had a powerlifting brand and I would do the fitness expos, like even just being a participant at the expo is a lot of work. You have to get there like 6 a.m. You have to set up your booth. You have to. So I would totally be down for something in Houston. Maybe I'd be like a co-captain, but I don't want to be the main person in charge of like finding a sponsor, because FlipCon was sponsored by Liz Perfectly, which helps a lot, because I don't know if you guys know, but catering at a hotel is not cheap, especially when they're catering 3 meals. So,
what did you eat?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, so no vegan options then?
I will say for lunch, it was a fajita bar. So I was able to have black beans and rice, and I pretty much ate all of the guacamole that was on the table. And that was it. And then for dinner, dinner was my fault, because it was a southern dinner. So it was like fried chicken, and of course they had beans that they put bacon in, and then they had collard greens that they put bacon in. But I was supposed to alert to the hotel that I was vegan, because there was other vegans there, and they had a special plate that they would have brought out for me. I didn't know that, so I just went down the bar and I saw everything, and I was just like, okay, I'm not eating dinner, which is another reason why the hot sauce kicked my ass so bad, is because I literally had nothing in my stomach.
Oh man, I don't know how. Like whenever I'm around people, I just like once I'm like finally away, I'm like, oh man, that was a lot. I got to eat something. I don't know how you.
Oh man,
like, that's my immediate thought.
You know how some people are like shy eating in front of strangers?
Yeah.
Are you watching, Drew? Drew went down. Drew showed up at the dinner table because he sat at our table. He had like 3 plates. I was like, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, I'm like, I'm a big guy. I'm not going to be like, people aren't going to be like, I didn't know he ate a lot, like, I mean.
Dude. He had 1 plate that was designated for fried chicken only. And then he had another plate that was like I think it was pork chops and fish. I don't know. I was glad to see people putting in work. No, he did have vegetarian and vegan options. I'm just stupid, and I was supposed to tell the staff, and I didn't. Because I went up to him after, and he was like, "Did you get your plate?" And I was like, "My plate." And he's like, "Yeah, they had vegan options. You just had to tell the staff." And I'm like, "No, I did not know that. But I'm about to do this hot sauce thing, and I really wish that I had food in my belly." So that was on me. Just closed mouths don't get fed, and in that moment, my mouth was the one that was closed, so it sucked. Upcycle Shed, what's going on? Yeah, that's the other thing. So when we realized that Stacy wasn't going to be able to come, I was like, this sucks so bad. Obviously because I wanted her there, but also because everybody already thinks that she doesn't exist. So when I got there, they're like, "Where's Stacy? Is she in the room? Is she nervous to come down?" I was like, "Oh, she couldn't make it because school started and the kids and everything, and our babysitter backed out." And they're like, "You mean that she doesn't exist?" So that was kind of like the theme for the whole freaking event was Stacy. So I need to get her next year. She's going to come. We're going to figure it out. Or if there's another event this year that we get to. And I'm just going to start putting her on Whatnot or in videos or something. So people don't think I'm just randomly by myself with a bunch of kids in this house.
I saw you posted a picture of your Stacy ring. I was like, oh, I almost shed a tear. I'm like, that is so nice.
Yeah, I know. Because the giant Stacy on my hand isn't big enough, or the hand tattoo dedicated to her with our song lyrics. I had to wear the ring to represent as well. Yeah, exactly. People think I'm freaking Manti Te'o. I'm catfishing. I got a fake girlfriend, fake wife. Which it turns out that's a real person that was catfishing him. Just didn't look like the person that she was pretending to be.
I forgot all about that.
There's a new documentary about it on Netflix. Pretty crazy. So yeah, it was weird. So my parents drove up and they hung out in the hotel room. I got to see them, which was cool because my mom just turned 70. And I took them out to dinner, and then they left the next morning. And it was so funny because you had to use your key card to use the elevator. And so when I left to go down, because the breakfast started at 7 a.m. and then the event started at 8 on Thursday, the panel started. So I told my parents, hey, I'm going to wake up. I'm going to get ready. We'll say our goodbyes. I'll leave. You guys just leave your key on the nightstand, and you guys just take off whenever you want. No rush, because I'm here till Friday, so you can do whatever. My sister lives in Charlotte, so they're going to go to the bins and hang out with her. So they left the key in the room, but then they couldn't use the elevator because you have to have a key. And I'm at the convention, so they don't want to disturb me. So they have housekeeping get them back in my room so they can get the key, so they can use the elevator. But then now they have the key. So what the hell do they do? They handed it to a lady that was wearing a name tag. So they're like, oh, you're going to the convention. You know my son. She's like, no, I don't know your son. They're like, he's the one with all tattoos. So this lady comes up behind me. She's like, hey, I just want to let you know your parents are leaving and they're okay. And here's your key. And your mom says she loves you. It was the lady from List Perfectly.
Oh, really?
What's the irony in that? The people I talk the most trash about is the ones that help my parents out. So funny.
So they sponsored it and they were there? Like
they were there talking. They did a panel discussion explaining what they're doing, what they're rolling out. They were giving out free swag. I got a bag. I got a shirt. I got a hat. I told them I'll never use their service. I did thank them for helping my parents, though.
Yeah.
Yes, my mom really did text me about that tattoo. And then she texted me again, mad that I put her text on social media. Yeah, it was pretty hilarious. Where's my phone? Yeah, it's real. She really texted me that. It was so funny. I was laughing so hard.
And you did that yourself, you said?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, see? There. Oh, you can't see it. It's not gonna work when I gotta touch this thing. Anyway, yes, she did. It's real. She really did text that. That's the weird thing about putting your life out there, like what do I say? I don't me personally, I'm an open book. I'll answer anything about me usually. Obviously I'm not going to divulge info about kids or anything like that. And then Stacy, I have a list that she's told me, but for me, I just, whatever comes out of my mouth, and then I'll deal with what I said. And that was just one of those things where as soon as I said it, I was like, I think my mom's watching. Crap.
There's a lot of people watching.
Yeah. Well, I don't care about a lot of people, but it wasn't my mama. It's not like I mean, the way I look at it is like I didn't stand up and like show everybody. I just said, yeah, I did it. It sucked. It didn't stay there. But I mean, can we just take a moment? I got Harry Tornado to say penis.
Yeah, you sure did.
I mean,
it's that's everyone's
probably
treat.
the greatest sound clip of all time.
Yeah. He said, it's on your penis.
And he
said it like
he whispered it and then giggled. Like, I'll never delete. I have this. I shortened it and made it a sound clip. I'll never delete that off my phone ever. I will probably randomly put that in upcoming videos for years to come, even out of context. Like, people will have no idea who it is. I'll just throw it in there and be like, wait, what was that? Josh's laugh is so funny, dude. Also, much shorter in person than I thought he was. Reezy's really short. Adine is really, really tall. Knobloch is really, really tall. I've already met Dalton. Matt Easy's hilarious. Drew's funny. Joey is like literally you can feel the niceness like coming off of Joey. He's so freaking positive and nice. Like, I think when I met him, the first thing he said was, "Hey man, how you doing? How's your family? How are the kids? How's it?" Like, I was just like, Jesus, that's a lot to take in real quick. I'm like, we're great. Yeah. What? Huh? It's just literally the nicest. And he's young, man. He's the nicest person ever. Like, you feel it beaming off of him. It's really cool. Josh is shorter than he looks on video. But he's hilarious. Like, seriously. Because I read Reddit. I like to go and read and find what people think about people. And Josh, how he is in his videos is how he's in real life. He's super nice. Well, other than he said penis, but he's super nice. It was really cool. Like, literally, he's hosting an event. He has a million things different going on, and he took the time to stop what he was doing and come up to my room and help me finish that video.
He got to do a tattoo. Like,
he literally stopped what he was doing with all the event stuff, and he came up to my room to record a video and to tattoo me. Like, he didn't know he was going to be tattooing me. I surprised him with that, but the fact that he took time out to, just even do that, like for my small little channel, like, lets you know what type of person. So, just awesome.
Did he do all right? Is it going to stay?
Oh yeah, it's going to stay. I shortened the video clip. He went over it probably 20 times. It's okay. Oh God, it's in there. Oh, it hurt like a mother. It's in there though.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no, it's not coming out. It'll probably be a scab for a month, but it's not coming out. Yeah, like Stacy said, a nobody. He took the time to come up to the room and tattoo and be part of a nobody's film. So it was really cool. And like, he just took my GoPro and just turned it around and started filming, which I was like, oh, I get to watch how, where to hold it and the lighting and stuff. Because when he walked into the room, I was like, the lighting's kind of bad. He like opened the window. Like, it was cool to see, because those are things that I think of, but I don't know how to make it happen. So little things like
that was interesting. It's like, I'm not going to say he took over your video, but like, he's just natural. Like, that's what he naturally enjoys doing. Like,
I wanted him to take over the video. I thought it would help it better, and it did.
Yeah,
it is. That video is crushing right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Me too. I felt it in, and there's a part where I left it in. If you listen, I know I have music underneath it, but if you listen, it literally just goes like, it just barred it, like stopped it.
Yeah.
I was like, but again, other than him saying penis, like, there's a part in the video where it's just me facing him, and he puts the gun down. And he's like, "This was bucket list." That's awesome to me.
Yeah.
Like, he never thought he'd tattoo somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, wait, what? This nobody gave you a bucket list? That's cool.
Yeah.
So, and of course, Stacy, I come home and I show Stacy, and she's all, "I want a hairy tornado tattoo." I'm like, "No, you don't. It hurts so bad." Trust me, you don't.
Like he said though in the video, like it's something different. Like, we are like, so many times with like reselling stuff, it's like, what's your favorite shoe to sell? What's your best sale ever? Like, it's just like, you don't see anything different like that. And I'm not going to say like,
I want to be reselling related, but I also want to be different.
Yeah.
Because I'm a different person. Like, I don't live a normal life. I mean, look at any aspect of my life. There's nothing normal about it. Nobody should have 8 kids. Nobody should, nobody should start a business and then quit it so they can go dig in dumpsters. I don't know. Nobody should be a musician. It sucks. No. I just, I don't want to be just a bins person, or just like hey guys, these are my top 10 favorite shoes that I sell. I want to be the, hey guys, I buried $1,000 at the bins. Whoever finds it gets to keep it. Let's go. And what it's going to take is growing the channel and building relationships with brands and doing stuff like that. And then if I got to keep eating hot sauce to get people to pay attention, then I guess that's something I can start doing at the bins, you know, finding random food at the bins and pouring hot sauce on it and eating it. Let's do it. Nobody quote me on that.
Put hot sauce on an article of clothing
I just
and
snorted a
suck it
line
up.
of ghost pepper sauce off the bins. Let's see what I can find while my eyes are bleeding. And again, my ultimate goal, like my bucket list, is to get Stacy involved in the videos, because I really think once that happens, it's going to be a lot easier. I think people like couple YouTubers better. They get to see a little bit of the person that is able to contain me. And then, you know, people can start engaging with her and just like, how the hell do you put up with this maniac? When Haley started doing videos with Josh, I think it really helped boost his channel, and it made him more relatable because you get to see the other side. So that's my ultimate goal for the channel. You know,
well, I think Haley did a video like totally by herself, and it got like 85,000 views. I know it's like on his channel, but if you look like on the videos before that and after that, it's like around 56,000 views, 70,000, and that one was like 85 or close to 90,000, which was crazy, you know. And it was a quality video. I wasn't like, oh, this isn't what I'm used to. Like, it was a good quality video, you know.
Yeah, in the beginning when I started the channel, I was just like, hey, Stacy, like, I want to just clickbait. I want a clickbait thumbnail, so I just want a bunch of pictures of you, cleavage, everything, so I can get people to click on the video. And then that's probably what deterred her away from it. She's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I was like, what? It'll be hilarious. People will see like you, like, and like the bins in the background, and they'll click on the video thinking that they're going to see you at the bins, and then it's going to be this ugly face like, gotcha, let's talk about the bins. My butt and gut are actually pretty bad right now. Also, I got to meet Colby, so that was pretty awesome. Colby, I just did this on Instagram, man, and I poured ghost pepper sauce all over it. So if you want to go watch that after this, man, my stomach is not doing no bueno right now. What do you think about merchandising my eBay name after 6 months? About me changing my eBay name after starting 6 months ago. I only have a handful of followers. Your eBay name? I don't really think so. I've never been one of the people that I couldn't even tell you if I have any followers on my eBay store. I don't know. Is that a thing?
I didn't know you could get followers.
I didn't know that either. Honestly, I just use it for listing. God, I don't want it to be a social media platform. You can follow people? I have no idea. To be honest with you, I didn't know that was a thing. That's how I get all of it. Just videos showing my boobs. Man, the fact that you're able to create a new TikTok about raccoons in a dumpster and have it take off is just so awesome to me. I love seeing it because I'm just like, wow, these animals are so awesome, but yet so dumb. Every day they're just like, I know I'm not going to be able to get out, but I can't stand it. I have to get in there. It's like me with hot sauce. It's like I have so many bottles and they all hurt, and then I'd see one in the store and it has some name on it that catches my eye, and it's like, pucker butt, your ass will bleed, and I'm like, I gotta buy it. And then my ass bleeds, and I'm like, it worked. But yeah, I did this on Instagram before if you guys want to check it. Yeah, see, I had no idea you could follow people on eBay. Well, guys, make sure you go follow my eBay store. It's called Flip the World. That's weird. I didn't know that. I changed my name after a couple years and it was fine. There you go. Whew. Or they are the ultimate trolls. Yeah, that's another thing. They could be. I love watching the raccoons in the dumpster. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's great. I wish I had a dumpster that had raccoons in it. Well, none that I actually dig in. It would freak me out because I just jump in. I don't ever look. So if I jumped in and there was a raccoon in there, I would literally probably just crap myself, and then it would just run up me and get out, and then I don't know. I'd probably die.
I'm not messing with a raccoon. Like, I'm not even getting within.
They have little hands. I don't want to.
Because I can't run fast. I'll turn around, take 2 steps, and fall.
I'll turn around, slip on my own croc, and I'm done. Wake up and that thing's just taking everything out of my pockets with its little hands.
And it's wearing my Crocs.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. How's eBay going? Sales going good still?
Yeah, decent. I mean, like this week has just been really slow, but I'm like, oh, why is it so slow? I haven't listed in 3 days. You know, I've been collecting stuff to list, and I just cleaning shoes. Haven't listed anything, so I'm like, oh, that's why sales are slow. Yeah. So I'm gonna hit it hard tomorrow. I'm like, oh, it's a new week, so.
So before I left, I never put my store on vacation, ever. I just changed the handling time to the max, because that way, I don't want someone to get a notification saying that the seller is away until blah blah blah, because I think that automatically deters them. So I just put the handling time to the farthest away.
Yeah, because you click on the listing and it's like the first thing it shows.
Yeah, so I think it kind of puts people like, oh, well, if he's not here and I'm not going to get it for this long, I'll just go buy it somewhere else. So yeah, I just put the handling time away, and then I switched it back when I got back. And I would say that during FlipCon while I was away, the sales were a little slower, but I was in the hotel room. Like I took a bunch of drafts. I was ready to go. So I pushed through a lot of listings, and, I was still sending offers and doing all the things that I needed to do, even though I was there. Being an idiot. Uh-oh. He said Ricky snapped at his wife this morning when she tried shutting the lid. Uh-oh. Nope. Can't have that. No. He said feed the beast, Jiggly. Cannot have Ricky snapping. As long as he's not foaming, I guess he's okay, but still. It's like, hey, dude, I'm letting you out of this thing every day. Don't snap at me. I won't let you out tomorrow.
I just want to know if Lucy is okay. That's been on my mind for like.
Did something happen to Lucy? Did I miss something?
She hasn't been in the dumpster. It's just been Ricky for like 4 days, and it's really been weighing on me.
Her and Ricky got into a fight, and maybe that's why he snapped.
Well, the garbage can came. The garbage, what do you call that? The garbage truck came on a different day.
You think they might have taken it? No.
I think Lucy might not have. I don't know.
I think as soon as that truck would have got, I mean, if it's a front loader, as soon as it would have got to elevation where she could jump out, she could jump out.
You don't know Lucy. I don't know Lucy either. That's why I'm like, I'm terrified. I want her to be all right.
Oh man, now you got me all like, I'm already like got heartburn, but now my heart's all beating fast. I'm like, wait.
I check every morning. I check TikTok every morning.
Send out the search party. We won't rest until. Yeah, no. Now I'm all what? Here I am thinking maybe she just like moved on and she doesn't like Ricky anymore. She found someone better, bigger dumpster, more food. Maybe a nicer attitude. But no, you got me concerned that she got taken away.
Yeah, I'm concerned too. That's why I haven't been listing on eBay. I've just been
I just haven't been able to list. Like I can't move on. No. Lucy's okay. I feel it.
You got to put some food in the dumpster because it's like the worst dumpster of all time too. I'm like, why do they keep coming back? There's like a golf bag and like some grocery store bags and like 2 fistfuls of dirt.
Maybe Ricky's a reseller. Maybe that's why he's going to the dumpster. He's a reseller. He said, I haven't been able to list on eBay. I'm so worried about Lucy. My sales are down, but I don't care because I just need to know. That's so good, man. How's TikTok and everything? Still pumping along?
Kind of, sort of. I haven't really been posting on there either. I like to, me. I just like to take breaks of things every once in a while.
Yeah,
yeah, you remember.
I remember doing the show by myself for like 3 months. You don't have to remind me.
How long are you going to drink that Fresco? How much do you have in there?
I'm slow sipping, man. I don't want to chug it.
Okay.
Like my stomach hurts.
All right, fair enough.
It was a horrible thing I just did on Instagram. Again, you're going to see. I'm going to mail you one. It's the worst. I might mail you a little pack of the sauce that I added to it too, so you can try it like I did.
How did you travel with all that hot sauce?
I had to check my bag.
So you can carry, isn't it like 3 ounces or something? You can only.
No, that's carry on. If it's going under the plane, you can. I mean, I've traveled, like when I went to New York, I took my gun. I don't care. They have gun laws up there. I'm not going to New York without my gun. You just check it.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I've never been on a plane.
Oh my God. What? Okay. There's a lot of things going to be changing in your life in 2023, sir. We're getting you on a plane. We're getting you out in the world. Jiggly tour.
Yeah.
You probably have to get new Crocs before you get on a plane because you don't want to be in a compacted airspace with smelly Crocs, my friend.
Well, I'll just wear my socks. It'll be okay.
There you go. Socks and Crocs. You know, that way.
Socks and Crocs.
Yeah, you just look like a giant hippie walking around the airport. Smiling and everything. Yeah, so you took a break from TikTok.
Well, I mean, it's like, you know, if you don't list on eBay, stuff doesn't sell. If stuff doesn't sell, you can't make a TikTok. It's just like, it's just a vicious cycle. And then
I've beaten this horse like 100 million times, but I don't know how to word it without it sounding, well, it doesn't sound bad. It's just, you have no desire to be monetized on TikTok. So what the hell is the point of doing it?
Well, it's just kind of fun at this point. There's a lot of people that are nice.
I know, but it's kind of like making reels, which is essentially what TikTok is kind of time consuming.
Oh no, I've got it down. I can do a video effortlessly. You know,
how long does it take you, like, for a TikTok, like, to make it?
5 to 7 minutes.
Oh, okay. Jesus, never mind.
Yeah, I'm not putting a ton of time into it. You've watched them, haven't you? They're
but some of them, I mean, it's like, I don't even know how you do the, like, your head floating with everything going on in the background. But of course, I don't do TikTok. I just do it. I've already fallen off that TikTok wagon.
Yeah, that's so easy. I mean, I just take screenshots of something that I sold and then just talk about it, or like show something I found, you know?
Okay.
I mean, there's people that put like words spinning into the screen. Like, I don't do anything.
Those are the people that are taking the time.
Yeah,
but they're probably monetized.
Most likely.
Okay. I just have the money mentality. Like, if you're not making, but I mean, you know.
And I probably should too. I don't know. It's just like it.
You just enjoy it.
I just enjoy it. People are real nice. You know, like I don't have people that are like, because you always see people saying like, oh, resellers are.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're like, people are so nice, but then you got Kevin Commonwealth Picker, and he's like the nicest guy ever, and people destroy him in the comments.
Yeah, I don't understand why. People just like since day one, everyone's just been real nice. I don't know. I feel like it's because I don't share a lot of like, I'm in the thrift store or I'm at this sale. I just talk about it after I already have it. So these people can't be like, oh, well, you're stealing from the poor. You're cheating these people at a garage sale. Like it's just, I already have it. Like, you know,
when I ever see people comment like that on YouTube videos or like Instagram or anything, I always comment back and I'm like, I am the poor.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm not selling that stuff, I am the poor.
Yeah.
Like, I do this so I'm not that person.
Yeah. And I feel like the poorest people, you don't really see, I don't know, you can't, I'm not even going to say it. I was going to say you can't like judge people just by how they look, but like I never really see like poor looking people at Goodwill. It's always like people on their phones looking stuff up. People dressed in nice clothes or like vintage clothes, you know. So, it's just like,
it's kind of like the people that make comments like that are the people that have never been to a thrift store before.
Yeah,
they just assume that the word thrift equals poor.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're going to the poor store and then getting things and selling them, then you're taking from the poor. So usually what I just kind of blow anybody that comments like that's probably never been to a thrift store in their life.
Yeah.
They just associate the word thrift with poor. The end.
Yeah.
You know?
And like, if you're poor, you want better for yourself. Like I remember going shopping for school clothes at Goodwill. Like you want better than that. It's not like, this is like a, you know, peak. This is the best place for poor people. You know, like I don't know.
Yeah.
Half the time you can go to Walmart and get an outfit cheaper than you can get one at Goodwill anyway. Like
It's funny. Like I went. I don't say I went through a phase. It was really only shoes. The only thing I've ever cared about was like I wanted to have a nice pair of like Vans or Reeboks or something when I was in high school or school like that. Or like I didn't want, if I wanted boots, I wanted Doc Martens. I didn't want, but that's, I grew up a metalhead. So, but all I ever wanted was more band shirts. That's it. More band shirts all the time, more band shirts. And then now that I'm older, I still just wear band shirts, but like I have 4 pair of gray, exact same brand, same size shorts, and I have 4 pair of black, same size, same brand, same. And I just rotate. I'm like Steve Jobs. I wear a band shirt and either gray or black shorts and the same shoes every day. It's much easier. I don't have to think. I know I'm wearing gray or black, and that's it. And I move on with my life. I don't know if people see if someone saw my closet, they'd be like, Jesus, it's kind of morbid because I have probably like 400 black shirts, but I rotate like the same 8. So all my shirts, a couple years ago, I just took all my shirts out of the closet. I was like, this is all wasted space. I took out all the shirts that I don't wear except for the same 8 that I rotate, and the rest of them I put in tubs, and they're just sitting. And in a couple years, maybe I'll sell some. But I don't know.
That's the same way I dress. I have 4 pairs of the same black shorts, and then I have like 10 to 12 T-shirts for like I have like T-shirts for whenever I've lost some weight, T-shirts for whenever I've gained some weight. And then how
many pairs of Crocs do you have?
Just 1 pair.
Oh, nice. Okay.
They're just about worn through all the way to the ground, but they're comfortable. So
you're hoping you find some in your size at the thrift.
Oh no, I wouldn't wear that. That's my thing. Like I'm always touching shoes and selling shoes and buying shoes, but I would never put on a pair of thrifted shoes. Never.
You'd never wear used shoes that you got from the thrift that they were your size.
Not Crocs. Like
just not Crocs.
Shoes with socks I'd wear, but like not Crocs or sandals or anything with like people's toe marks in them. That's just gross.
Just skin on shoe you won't do. That rhymed. I hate it. Ugh. Skin on shoe I won't do. Said people are tired of my black shirts. No, never. I mean, it's hot here. So if you wear any color other than black, when you sweat, it's immediately noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
So, and me, if I start the morning in a shirt and leave, by the time I leave the bins, it's already starting to get the white sweat ring. So I always usually double shirt and then carry a towel. I just had a little bubble happen in my stomach. It's going to be a fun night, Stacy. It's going to be great. So fun. I don't even know. I'm just rambling, my man. Now you got me like thinking I'm taking too long to drink this.
You definitely are taking way too long to drink that.
It's because it has ice in it, and so I'm just like enjoying it. I'm sipping it. I don't want to chug it, and then my stomach's already upset. And then, that is one good thing. So on the flight home, my stomach was not happy, very pissed off. Plus, I hadn't slept. I was just like, I pulled the executive move. I don't know if you know this, but if you're on an I know you've never flown, so you don't know this. If you're on an airplane when they do the drinks and snacks or whatever, usually they just give you a cup with ice, and then they do the pouring, and then they hand you the cup. But if you say, I want the can, they'll give you the whole can. But most people don't say it because they don't know that you can actually get the whole can. So I had to pull the executive decision, and I was like, I need a ginger ale. I need the whole can. Because I needed that ginger to help basically save everybody on the plane. Mm-hmm. To keep my stomach under control, because I was like, well, I'm not the type of person to get up and like use the bathroom on the plane. I don't like, if I'm in the seat, I'm in the seat. I don't get up and walk around. I've only done it once, and it was a long flight, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go stir crazy if I don't get up. I'll literally just sit in the seat and I just shake my legs because I can't stand still.
Whenever you're on a plane, like, and you have a drink, like, can you feel it moving? Do you have to be like, oh, I got to hold my drink? We're going.
No, only if you hit turbulence, and then it's just like you're on a roller coaster. Like, because you're flying and then all of a sudden the plane will just drop like 10 feet.
Are you allowed to scream when you're on an airplane?
I mean, if you, looking how you do, scream on a plane, I think the entire place will erupt in laughter. Like kids will scream, like babies cry and stuff like that. Yeah. Both flights I was next to children, so that was fun. I was like, yo, I'm trying to get away from mine, and here's some more. This is great. Yeah, Big Cheese, that was a joke, man. That was definitely not my Coors Light, not my shoe trees. I just wanted Dalton to think that I had left his shoe because he gave me some shoe trees. I don't drink, and I definitely wouldn't drink Coors Light. No offense to anybody who was at FlipCon that was drinking Coors Light in the parking lot. It was definitely not me. Are you allowed to scream on an airplane? Yeah, I know. I think that was like the quote of this show. I'm going to leave that up so I can take a photo of it. That was pretty hilarious.
Well, it was a serious question. I don't know where they are. Oh,
well, now I'm blocking my own camera.
So I saw that Dalton posted those shoe trees that were in the middle of the parking lot.
Yeah.
And with the Coors Light. And that same day, my shoe trees literally snapped in half. Like, I don't even know which way to go here, but they snapped in half. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to go order some shoe trees from him. He put his like shoe tree sales on time away mode for FlipCon, and then I guess he's going to like I don't know. The website says like we'll be back soon. So I'm.
Well, it's because he drove, so they're like taking the scenic route back. But
yeah,
yeah. He so during the luau, the last night during the closing party or whatever, he came down with a huge freaking like Santa Claus sack and was just like throwing shoe trees to everybody, and I was like, oh my God, this is worth the price of admission. I'm going to catch like 10 pairs. And then they were handing out IKEA bags, and it was really cool. I think if they do, wherever they do it next year, I'm sure it's going to be the same place probably. I'm going to try and make sure that I have swag available to take to give to people. I had stickers made. Dalton brought me my stickers, so I did hand out some stickers. But again, I was a wallflower, so like people passing by and be like, here, have a sticker. Here, have a sticker. And like my name tag kept getting stuck in my beard and like falling off. So I just like stopped wearing one. And I was like, you're supposed to put your name in your niche. And so I just put like Flip the World Sarcastic Genius. But then I noticed everyone else put their real name. And I was like, damn it. So then everybody called me Flip. And I was like, oh, that's not my name, but okay, I'll go with it.
Flip.
So, but it was cool. Yeah, he was handing out shoe trees like crazy, so it was awesome.
Man, I should have came just for that.
I'm telling you, you could have got your money's worth.
I know. Man.
Plus the food, like you could have eaten all the food you wanted.
Yeah, I would have too.
Make a couple plates, take them up to the room. There was a microwave on the second floor.
I'd just be up. I'd come down the second day just like totally exhausted. I was up eating all night.
Face covered in grease from the chicken, just dead chicken wing bones all over the hotel room.
Pockets full of chicken skin.
Hey, Stacy, somebody just knocked on the door. Stacy, somebody just knocked on the door. I don't have my gun. Should I be concerned? What do I have?
Someone knocked on the door at your house. It's like
they just rang the doorbell. What do I do?
It's 9 p.m. That's off limits. You don't come to someone's door on a school.
Oh, it's groceries. Okay. I was like, oh God, I'm just gonna like shite on them.
They just shut the lights off and get down real low. That's what I do.
Guys, everybody calm down. It was just groceries. I didn't know she ordered pick up. Thank you. Is that my coffee? Yeah. Oh, love you so much. No, thank you, because I'm already drinking my Fresca too slow for Jiggly's enjoyment.
Is that your favorite drink, Fresca?
It's my favorite because it's no calories and stuff like that. It's basically like sparkling water.
My favorite is Diet Dr. Pepper.
Oh, we have DDPs too, but this also has a little bit of a grapefruit in it to help my stomach.
Oh,
so she was trying to think, but no, we ran out of. So I got a Ultimate Keurig in box for $5. I don't know. It was in a video. I decided to keep it because I've always wanted one, but I refused to pay $100+ for a coffee maker. Yeah. So we upgraded to that, and I used my last pod this morning. So I was like, "Hey, I'm just giving you a heads up. Like tomorrow morning, it's going to be real rough." when we wake up for the kids in school and the bins and everything, because I don't have any more coffee pods. So if I'm a B, just remember it's because I don't have any C. OFFEE. And she bought some pods. So
my Keurig, I had one for a very short period of time. It did a thing where it would just like go to suck up the water, but it wouldn't make any coffee. So the one day it didn't make my coffee, and I took it and I snapped it in half, like ripped the top off, and I threw it away. I haven't had coffee at the house ever since. I just kind of quit drinking coffee.
You know what the problem was?
I don't even want to hear, because I got ripped in half.
Super simple fix.
Okay.
People do that all the time. That's the reason why you see so many Keurigs at the bins, because they stop working and people think they're broken. So that needle that punctures the pod, it's a hollow needle. Sometimes when it punctures, the piece of the plastic from the pod goes up into it and it creates a jam. So you take a thumbtack or a paper clip and you just stick it up the needle and then flush water through it. Good to go. I've repaired so many Keurigs and resold them just by that simple tip. Dude, my problem with the reusable pod is that sometimes it could just be when I was refilling it too much, I would get grounds in my coffee, and that just ruins my day. Something so simple ruins my damn day. I hate grounds in my coffee.
Crunchy coffee. Yeah, no one likes that.
Yeah, the lunch fajita bar was really nice because it had stuff I could eat. I saw somebody say, so I don't know if my Lanta is actually vegan, so I don't know. I don't know if I can have it. I know it still sounds stupid, but I don't think I can have it. So I just usually stick with like ginger or natural peanut butter for the oil. It just coats your mouth and then it absorbs the heat, and then you just swallow it and you're good to go. Or you spit it out like I did on the live stream. I let all of that heat get on that peanut butter, and then I just spit it out.
Speaking of heat, tonight my girlfriend decided she was going to make dinner for me and her, and she was cooking something with barbecue sauce in the microwave, and all of a sudden I hear screaming, and I went out to the kitchen, and she was screaming, and she had a blob of barbecue sauce, molten hot barbecue sauce, in the middle of her forehead.
You're like giggle face when you're telling this story about how your girlfriend burned herself. You're like, my kid fell off a bike and scraped up his knee, and it was so fun. No, I'm just kidding.
I've been laughing about it all night. It's just like, how could it? I don't know. It's just like barbecue sauce right in the middle of your head.
Well, it's like when you well, I don't eat them anymore, but like you make not hot pockets. You make like pizza rolls.
Yeah. And
then like you think they're cooled down a little bit because you gave it like 2 minutes on the counter, and then you bite, you just throw a whole one in your mouth and bite it, and it's hot, but instead of spitting it out, you're just like at least that's what I did when I used to eat them.
You got to bite the corner off and then blow into the hot pot to the pocket, whatever kind of pocket you're eating.
You don't have time for that. It was just so Riley, we went to the park today, and Riley, like, she's 3, so when she runs, she still like puts her head down, and she just ate it and just laid there on the ground for a second and then got up and kept running. Oh my gosh, so funny. I love it, dude. Watching kids fall is like one of my favorite things on the planet. I could watch it forever. As long as they don't get hurt. I mean, if they're not my kid, I don't care if they get hurt, but that sounds mean. No, I just like watching kids fall. It's hilarious to me. It's so fun to watch. Oh God, there's pods that have super, super fine mesh, 0 grounds. It's the purple ones on Amazon. All right, so I'm gonna have to try that out because I really do hate buying the pods, because I would just get the Cafe del Mundo and just make my own. That's the one they use for Vietnamese iced coffee. It's like espresso grounds instead of coffee grounds, because I want my coffee to, you know what I'm saying? Like little liquid cocaine, because I don't take pre-workout anymore. So I need something that's gonna, before I go to the gym.
Oh man, you drink coffee before the gym?
I have to. Well, okay, so usually it's start the coffee, drink the coffee while I'm taking the kids to school, daycare, and then come home, go boo-boo, and then go to the gym. If you must know, Jiggly.
Yeah,
this is a reseller show.
So what do you do at the gym? Are you still like doing heavy deadlifts and stuff? How you were, you still are?
Yeah, I just, whatever. Who cares, right?
You don't
I am
post
doing
it
a lot
anymore?
of. I'm concentrating a lot on hypertrophy, so I am doing a lot of like 30 and 40 rep stuff.
Mhm.
But we'll still go in there and bang 5 rep, five by five, heavy bench, squat, deadlifts. Stacy loves lifting heavy, so it kind of gets me pumped. She's like, "Hey, let's bench today." I'm like, "Yeah."
I always did too. Like, I love trying to lift heavy, but like, yeah, I'd get stronger doing like, I'd always do 10 sets of 10 with 315 deadlifts. And that's what I do. Like, I do it like once a month. And like,
Yeah.
yeah, I couldn't bend over, walk up steps for like 3 days afterwards. But like, I would get stronger after that. Like, I don't know if it was like the volume or, well, no, I don't know. I probably shouldn't be talking about that.
No, So basically, what you were doing is you were tearing the muscle fibers by doing 100 sets of 315, 100 reps of 315, which is actually tearing the muscle fibers, which is you can't grow unless you tear your muscle fibers. And that's why I get so upset with, like, I see people in the gym that have been there for like 5 years doing 4 sets of 10 every time. And I'm like,
yeah.
they literally just come here because it's a routine, because they're not trying to do anything, because they're not changing their body. If you don't fail, or if you're not like, honestly, that's it. If you're not failing on your last rep, you're not tearing muscle fibers, you're not going to grow. The end. And then abs are built in the kitchen, so you'll never see me with abs, because I don't care about abs. I just want to be able to like look like I can lift weights, which I had one person tell me that I looked smaller in person than I do on YouTube at FlipCon, and most people would take that as a compliment, but I took it as an insult. So now I'm really going to ramp up my heavy lifting. So Matt Easy, thank you very much.
Well, yeah, if you're going to the gym every day, that's not a compliment. But like, yeah, someone was like,
"Oh," he's like, "Dude, you look bigger on YouTube." I'm like, "Mother." You could have said fat, and I would have been okay with it, but you said bigger. That was. So yeah, we got right back into it today. I usually don't work on the weekends, but because I wasn't here, I got outside. I got my photos done for the day. Again, I got my stuff on hangers for tomorrow's photos, so I'm prepped for tomorrow's photography, and just keep it going. You got your stuff ready for tomorrow, or you're like, I have to go thrifting?
No, I got everything ready for tomorrow. I've been kind of stocking up. I got a few pairs of jeans, some old like cars. I forget what brand they are. They're like a good brand of like, they're like Matchbox cars from like the early 60s.
Oh, nice.
But I mean, they sell decent in lots, but they're kind of beat up. But I have about 15 of them. So, I paid $4 for them. I should probably get about 25 to 30. So,
are you going to do it as a lot, or are you going to do individuals?
Oh, I'm going to do it as a lot.
Oh, cool.
Because I feel like the people that sell them individually, there's a lot of people. I was looking them up. There's I wish I had them around. I could explain what they are or show them. But a lot of the people that sell them individually, like, still have the box, or they're like in pristine condition. And then, yeah, like there's lots with like, these have been played with, they look like they're however many years old, 60 years old, so.
I love finding Matchbox cars, but I never wanted to sell that kind of stuff, mainly just because like space. But what I was going to say when I was asking you if you're going to allot it, one of the sorry, I thought I was about to have a moment there. I felt a little thing coming up. That was awkward. I thought I was about to spit up on just randomly.
Just don't even break your sentence. Just throw up and then just.
Yeah, I'm just like, so anyway, guys. Stacy's like, we have about 100. Yeah, see, we have like 100 Hot Wheels cars in a box because the kids love to smash them into each other. I'm so sorry, I just burped. Well, I was going to say, so Phoenix Resell, Caleb, when he was talking, when him and Harry were doing their panel and they were talking about reselling, and then YouTube, obviously. He put something up on the projection and it said $10 today or $20, in a month.
Mm-hmm.
And he like asked the audience, like, are you I want the $10 now person when it comes to your reselling, or will you hold out for that 20 in a month? Everybody put your hands up if you're a $10 person. More than half the room raised their hand. I want the $10 now. I want the fast nickel, not the slow dime.
Mm-hmm.
Fast dime, slow nickel, whatever it is. And then he said, now, if we went to your eBay store, if I pulled up your eBay store right now and I searched your listings by how long they've been listed, would your eBay store tell the same question or tell the same answer that you're holding your hand up saying you like the quick 10? And so that really got me like thinking about my store. And so as soon as he said that, I was like, oh shit, I don't know. So I started pulling it up and just accepting offers. I'm like, oh, don't pick me. But so now, like, that really stuck in my head. Like, I consider myself a fast nickel. Like, I don't want to hold on to inventory. So now I'm really keeping that in my mind. Like, people, if I have something listed for $19.99, and if you don't know, everything in my store is flat shipping $4.99 because it's mostly clothes and shoes. So that's an extra little $5 on top of it. I don't do calculated and I don't do free anymore. I just do $4.99. Everything I sell is $4.99 shipping. But now, like, when I send offers out, like if somebody offers me $15 on a $20 item, usually I'd be an idiot and counter, but now I'm just taking it.
Yeah.
So I wasn't living 100% what I thought I was doing. So I'm going to do that for probably a month and just see like what happens. But especially like I get stuff, either it's free or it's like less than $2 with the whole whatnot thing. So there's no reason I shouldn't be moving through my stuff faster.
That's what I was going to say. Like I'm very much like about the quick flip. Like
Hey, Stacy, those Brooks that I just listed just sold for $45, and she found them in our last bins haul. That was a whatnot. I just didn't put them on the screen for whatnot. Anyway, shout out Stacy, found a pair of shoes that sold, of course. But yeah, I want to be. I consider ourselves. What we do is fast nickel. So I did look up some of my items, and I've got items that have been listed for 11 months. And why? What the hell? What am I doing wrong with those listings that is not fast nickel? Because they're not, it's not stuff that I would consider a long tail item. Mm-hmm. So I'm really focusing on, I thought that was a really good eye-opening thing, like to think about it like that, and then like really apply it and go check my eBay store and then look at how long I've had certain things listed and be like, oh shit. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, I mean, I have stuff that's been listed for forever. I should probably just take off my store. But like, if I list something, I'm not going to be like, well, I just listed that 48 hours ago. I'm not going to accept this, or I'm going to counter. Like, if someone sends like a $15 offer on a $20 pair of shoes or something, I'm taking it every single time.
I'm not going to lie, dude. I've been taking that Dionyse motorcycle jacket we found in our last bins haul video. Mm-hmm. That I said is like $100 jacket. Somebody offered me $65 plus the $4.99. I took it. Like $30 cheaper than what I have it listed for. I don't care. It cost me $1.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Why would most people would probably counter with like 80 since it was listed at 100. I'll just take the 65 and move on with my life.
I just think like what I can buy with that, say $65.
Yeah.
Like what at the bins, I mean, like you could get 30 pounds of stuff for that money. I can get 20 pairs of shoes,
Obviously, all my new shoes, the stuff that I paid $25 for. Yeah. If I have them listed for like $70 and somebody offers me a $40, obviously I have to counter because I'm not going to lose money. But like on everything else that I have in my eBay store that's from the bins, and this goes for anybody watching right now, if you want to click on our link and go to our eBay store, anything on there that's not brand new pair of shoes, I'm willing to probably move it pretty quick because I do consider ourselves a fast nickel. Reselling business because I don't want to store something like FJ Treasure is saying all the time. We're not in the storage business. We're in the making money business. And unless it's going out the door, again, you're just a storage person and I don't want to be a storage person. So, again, another thing that I learned at FlipCon that I was like, you know what, I already considered myself that, but then when he was like, if I pulled up your store, I'm like, oh God, the fear of having somebody look at my eBay store and then like challenge that how I sell, like that really put it into perspective for me. So,
Yeah.
But again, it is hard because you look up the sold comps and you see everybody selling it for 65 and then somebody sends you a 45 offer and you're like, crap, I'm going to ruin the sold comps by taking the 45 offer. But if you only paid, $5 or less, make that money and move on with your life. Like, I don't know. That's how I look at it now. That's how I'm looking at it going forward, I should say. Yeah, if you get the money back and then you can go invest in something else. Like if I've had something for 11 months and nobody's purchased it, that's obviously something I'm doing wrong with the listing or the photo or the pricing. I'll check the sold comp again, make some changes, and I'll send out like an offer, like 40% off. Like, let's get this out. I obviously screwed something up with this item. And let's move on with my life. I want to get as much money back as I can to go buy a better product. I had a pair of Dianese jeans listed for $95, sold for $60. Got them for the bins. Exactly. Win-win. I'll take that. And that's what I did. It was a jacket. I put it for $100. They hit 65, and I was just like, you know what? This is what Caleb was talking about. I'm going to take that money. I'm not even going to count it. Make that money. What's going on? Listening to shenanigans. Yeah. That's another thing. We should have gone to the warehouse today and pulled our items because I like doing that now that we're trying to go to the bins like every day for whatnot, or at least 3 times a week. But the weather sucked here. I usually sleep in on Sundays, and we took the kids to the park and got some stuff done around the house. So we'll get it done. Most important thing is the gym is happening tomorrow morning before we go to the bins because I haven't been in a few days and I need to. Because apparently I'm small in person.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Usually Monday's International Chest Day, but I like to do chest and back. So we'll start with back because I like to get my lats activated before I start doing bench because you use a lot of your lats in the bench and a lot of people don't know that. So I like to get my lats nice and cooked before I start doing bench.
Are you an arch your back, dig your feet into the ground kind of guy for the bench?
Powerlift stance? Yeah. Yeah, because I changed that. If I'm going for volume, I'm usually a feet up on the bench, flat back, just trying to activate the outer chest muscle. If I'm going for weight, I'm going to do the competition arch, feet dug in, and try to just get as much as I can to press. But then we also do the press machine afterwards to just completely cook the chest. And then also we do a lot of fly work. I'm really big on the outer chest. Plus, as a large man, I've been trying to lift my boobs up for years.
Incline bench with the dumbbells.
What's that?
Incline bench with the dumbbells.
She doesn't like a lot of dumbbell work, so we'll do the incline bar. We'll do incline press. Plus, it gives me a little bit of a military press because I love working with shoulders.
I kept hurting my shoulders, so I had to go with pretty much all dumbbell bench. And then whenever I did like bench press, I was always like feet flat, back flat, and just a ton of like pause reps. Like I had to be like very, like I just kept trying to go heavy and hurt my shoulders. So and
again, if you're having a lot of shoulder issues because of bench, that means your lats aren't activated enough. So that's why we love doing pull work first. Lat pulls, and I do pulls a lot different than everybody. So I'll get on with the triangle, and I basically lay down and I'm pulling it towards my navel instead because I'm just activating the lats. I'm not trying to use my traps or anything. It looks stupid. Everybody looks at you weird, but if somebody would sit down and do it with me, they would feel the burn and know, okay, this is what you're supposed to be working your lats, not your traps. Yeah. Whenever you see dudes just like pulling it and then all of a sudden their traps are growing, it's because they're using the wrong muscle. So I really try to focus on the muscle memory and connecting it. But anyway, we're getting off topic. But yes, I don't look like I know a lot, but yes, I've done all the certified training and I have all the books and I know all that stuff. I can put it in. My problem is my diet. I will never stop. Stacy says she's going to be a buff dude. No, you won't. It's physically impossible. The women that look buff are buff because they're taking testosterone. You can literally lift the heaviest weight in the world constantly, and you're never going to look buff. That is because something has been enhanced. As long as you're accepting offers and not listing it for the price, it doesn't ruin sold comps. It shows a strike through an offer. Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I care. Like, I'm not really trying to. I don't really care if I'm the person that's bringing the buy cost down or anything like that. When people check sold comps, it's like if I pay $2 for it and I take a $40 offer and everyone else is selling it for $60. Well, good. Congrats to all those people that sold it for $60, but I only paid $2 for it.
I think I said this before, but I feel like that's a bigger deal on Amazon. Like, because a lot of the people on Amazon, like, I have 342 of these I'm going to sell. Please don't, bring the cost down.
Please don't tank my business by making your fast cash.
Yeah.
And that's another reason I got out of Amazon is if I had 342 of something and I paid 5 cents for them and I can unload all of them in one day for half what the selling price is, why would I not do that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about your business. I'm in it for my business. But nuggets from FlipCon triggered because the only nuggets I had were covered in really hot sauce. Oh, shout out Dalton, because he actually went to the store and found vegan chicken nuggets so we could do that hot sauce. Because I was like, dude, I didn't bring any nuggets and they don't have any here. What are we going to eat the hot sauce on? Because I don't want to just do it on our fingers. Like, I haven't eaten today and I would like to have food. So shout out Dalton for finding vegan nuggets that we could have. And he ate them too and didn't complain about it.
What are vegan chicken nuggets?
We just got the Nugs brand. I'm sure he got them from like Walmart. It's just Vital Wheat gluten. So if you're gluten intolerant, you can't eat them. But any other nuggets of wisdom? So, I mean, the networking conversation that Adine and I had, and they were talking about like scaling business. Like he talked about how he uses, and this is one thing I'm really trying to do more of. Because it sounds crappy, I guess, in a way to talk about. Like when I'm always telling you, like the fact that you're on TikTok, you're able to be monetized and you choose not to be, is something I would never do because I don't like social media enough not to be being paid for it. Mm-hmm. Which is counterintuitive considering I don't get paid on Instagram, but I sell my
but you're working towards it.
I sell my reseller boxes on Instagram, so I am kind of being paid. Mm-hmm. Because I'm able to share that link and they don't charge me a fee when it sells. Mm-hmm. But like my goal is to be monetized on these things that I'm spending all this time on, because other than that, what's the point? Like I know that sounds horrible, but that's really I want to make money off of it because I'm putting time into it and I want to see something out of it. I don't care that I have 100 followers or 5,000 followers. Like I want to have whatever it takes to make money is the followers I want to have. And I hope those people are getting some kind of value, but I want to be getting something in return as well. And one of the things that he was talking about was exactly that. He's like, the reason he's like, so many people have Instagrams or social media and they're not using them for one of the easiest things that there is to use it for, networking. He's like, all of the wholesale inventory that comes to us, all those big boxes full of clothes that we don't have to go source, it all comes from Instagram. We put out a message that we were looking to buy bulk and people messaged us and we made deals with those people. They have 5 people doing listings for them. They have 5 VAs. They're all here in America. They're all people that are listing for them that they found on Instagram. And so like when he said that, I was like, when I'm ready to do these things, I can reach out on Instagram and be like, guys, anybody that has jeans, doesn't want to sell jeans, we'll buy them. Hit us up. And he's actually using their social media to build his business. And that's awesome to me. That's crazy because it's a freaking free app. He's not having to pay to get that stuff coming to him. It's just people reaching out to him because he's making posts. So that's something that I really was like, you know what? I need to start using my social media platform to help grow my business, not just try to use social media to grow social media.
Would you be willing to do that though? I mean, I'm not saying like you're going to only get inventory from other people, but with like everything you guys find at the bins, would you ever be willing to do that? Like, I don't want to spend time sourcing. I want it to come to me.
I think a large part of the reseller community, if they actually like took a step back and thought about what it is that they do, a lot of people just like to source. That's why they have endless death piles. They like the sourcing. They don't like the other part of reselling. Yeah, they might list 5 things, but they bought 100. So if you can find somebody that really enjoys sourcing, and you're like, hey, I know you like to list occasionally, and you get all this surplus stuff that's just piling up. Just sell all that surplus stuff to us. If you could get somebody consistently sending you a box every other, let's say I found somebody who was sending me a box a week of jeans, while I'm also getting all my other stuff, yeah, I would sign up for that. Because it guaranteed if I go to the bins and I don't find anything, or, COVID 7.0 happens and they shut down Goodwills, hopefully I still have inventory coming in.
Because I think we talked about this. We're both kind of on the same page with sourcing. We don't particularly care for it. Like being around, like I think I might not like it more than you don't like it because you're always at the bins. But yeah. I'm just like, I don't like sourcing.
So see, you would be somebody that would benefit from being on TikTok and just being like, hey guys, if you sell this, or this, or if you get surplus of this, hit me up because I'd be willing to buy boxes from you. Boom. Somebody that's a reseller that doesn't really like to go sourcing, which is, you're like an anomaly. Again, you don't want to monetize your TikTok and you don't like sourcing. You're an anomaly, my friend.
I don't despise it, but yeah, I drain real quick. I'm.
Well, yeah. So that's me. Like I enjoy going out and treasure hunting.
Yeah.
But as soon as that time where it hits where I'm just like, I'm annoyed with people and I don't want to be there. Like I can't get my head out of that. I know I have to be in the mindset because I'm like, now I'm doing a whatnot. Like the other day, the last one I did was a little longer than it should have been because like my brain, especially when the guys behind me wouldn't shut up, like my brain changed. And I was like, I'm about to turn into somebody that I don't want people to see because I just.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like a
threshold. It's over. Luckily, Stacey is good at noticing when that happens, and she's like, "Here, have a Snickers. You're kind of turning into Joe Pesci." And she means Goodfellas Joe Pesci, where I'm about to stab somebody. Is this your pin? Is this your pin?
I'm like a 3-store kind of guy. Like I can go 3 stores, or I can spend 1.5 hours at the bins. That is my max. And then I'm just like, I don't want people near me. I don't.
Look at that. I love sourcing the bins. You can buy our boxes, Jiggly. I'll happily source for you.
Oh man, I'll be able to retire in 2 weeks.
Look at that. Yeah, see, Stacy loves it. She would literally stay there from open to close if I would just drop her off and then bounce. I can't, man.
My girlfriend gets into it too. Like she finds like the smallest. She'll come up to me and be like, I found these 15-pound dumbbells. And then she'll be like, I also found 3/4 and 4 class rings. Like she digs through everything in those bins. Like she'll find little rings, like little like pieces of jewelry and stuff, spare change, like it's just like she is very into it. I don't know. Sometimes I think like, because she has her own job. She's just doing it for fun, I don't know.
The bins to me, this is going to be a horrible analogy. The bins to me is like cocaine. Like you get that initial just spike and then there's a crash. And then unless you're spiking again, which it's hard to get spiked again unless you find like $1,000 item.
Yeah.
But once that spike wears off, I'm done. I'm just like, all right, I've done that. There's no tigers here. Let's get out. Whereas I think for Stacy, it's like, I don't know. It's whatever drug just keeps you up here the whole time. I can't. I do it just enough to get enough inventory to where I don't have to go back for another day or two. But now that we're trying to do it, like I told her, I was like, hey, there's 3 days left in the month. I took 2 days off because of FlipCon. Let's try and do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday lives and whatnot from the bins. Oh, I know. See, just saying that out loud, I'm already just like, I don't want to do it, but I have to force myself to do it because I know that it'll be beneficial. So.
And will you be putting together like reseller boxes each one of those days? Like,
yeah, because I sold a reseller box while I was at FlipCon, so I have to curate that because what I started doing was I just put them up for sale, and then when someone buys one, I then go and source for it.
So are you just doing like flat price then? Like all?
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah. Again, my goal in my reseller box or our reseller boxes is people should be able to 3 times what they pay.
Mm-hmm.
So far, still have a 5.0 rating, and there has not been one person that has been unhappy with because usually I throw in like extra stuff. The last 3 that I've sold, I've put at least a $100 pair of shoes in each one.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, you put those $100 Jordans in there.
Yeah, and then I put a $100 pair of snakeskin vintage Larry Mahan boots.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I'm not cheapskating anybody by any means. I have an abundance, and if I can share that with other people that don't have access to the bins, which is the whole reason that we do the live at the bins, because it gives people that don't have the bins, it gives them the experience. It's like they're there. I can turn around and show them when a live row is fighting. I can be like, this is what you don't see if you don't have the bins. Like, it gives people the experience, and then they might not buy anything on the live, but maybe they'll give me a tip because they got to watch the bins. So
I still have to spend my $10 credit with you on your store because I don't know. I signed up with your link or something, and it gave me $10. So I don't know. Does that like cover shipping? Like if I buy something?
No, I don't think so. Would you just win something for $2 and then the shipping will be like $6 and you'll be covered. Love the bins. I run my own ad agency. I can't get to the bins like I want to. Yeah, see, I have the access to go to the bins every day, and I was like, nope, don't want to. The bins is like the gym. Some days I don't want to go. Some days I'm like really into it. 5 hours? Oh my god! Oh, no.
Oh.
You know how many? I would literally have to take a lunch, like a cooler, and just like carry it in.
Just keep feeding me ham sandwiches.
Colby said he's going to buy a box and then complain it was listed itself fraud. Take sanitizer and a snack. No, you won't have a blast. Stop telling these lies, Stacy. No, you won't have a blast. After about an hour, you'll be like, okay, I get it. I'm done. The experience is over. Like when they bring a new row out, I see Stacy's eyes light up, whereas mine die. Mine dim. So, I don't know. We've been on like an hour and 36 minutes. I probably need to wrap it up. My stomach's killing me too.
All right.
I keep telling Stacy we need to try and start doing this every Sunday because I think we'll get more engagement and we'll be able to grow it more like Joey and Drew's Monday night thing. Mm-hmm. So, again, shout out Stacy for keeping the kids quiet. Bins are scary. I can't do it. Oh man, if they're scary, then I have to come there and do some filming if they'll let me. I'll sneak in with a camera somehow. I know a lot, like the one that was next to the hotel in Charlotte, they were kicking resellers out that were trying to film in there. And so I was just like, I'm not going because I'll be the one that does something stupid.
That doesn't make sense. Like, what are you going to catch bad at the Goodwill bin? Like, what?
I can't figure it out. Like, Drew and them were telling me that Florida doesn't let people film. Apparently Charlotte doesn't let people film. I'm like, if North Carolina stops letting people film, what the hell are we going to watch for? And maybe that's why Harry goes to the flea markets a lot now. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's going to be a crazy world if the Goodwills decide to stop letting people film, and I'll have to figure out how to illegally do it. But I will illegally do it for content. So anyway, man, as always, I appreciate you coming on and being my co-host. And shout out to anybody that saw me do this live before this on Instagram. Go check out that video. There's a live. I gave Instagram a little live show as well. Shout out FlipCon. There's going to be one in 2023. I hope to see everybody there. I will definitely be there, and I'm going to force Stacy. I don't care if I have to hire a random stranger to watch these kids. Stacy's going to be there. There you go, my friend. I finished the drink for you.
All
It
time.
took an hour and 38 minutes, but I finished it. Very refreshing.
Whenever you're ready to start doing the show, every week, you just let me know.
Okay. If you watch it on the replay, make sure you hit the thumbs up, tell your friends, all that good stuff that I'm supposed to say for YouTube. Jiggly Thrift on Instagram. Flip the World TX on Instagram. Thank you to everybody in the chat. See you next time.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.